So, this is going to be my last little video on this. If you've gotten to this point, I feel for you. Some of the issues that you're going to run into. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. If get those MVPs out there and start, get some feedback from those users who understand, like I said, define your market segment that you want to go after. Remember, everyone is not that market segment. Saboteurs, gatekeepers, game players, terrorists. These are all the same terms for, people who aren't going to help you. And, you need to kind of go around them and get away from them because they will wear you out and you'll get nothing from them anyway. Also, if startup co-founders with their egos and their visions and my plan and it's my company and all that, just do your best to get rid of them because they can be really painful. Want to leave you, here's a reading list and a thing that, some things that you can go to. I've mentioned Steve Blank. He's kind of the godfather of startups. He teaches out of Stanford. Actually, I'm not sure he really teaches anymore, but he spent a ton of time. Go to YouTube and look him up. A lot of great pieces of information. Excuse me. Bill Reichert. Bill Reichert's another one. He's got a top 10 list of the lies that top 10 list of entrepreneurial lies. He's also got a top 10 list of investor lies. So really, great stuff to read. Jessica Livingston and Paul Graham. You've probably heard of Paul Graham, but Jessica Livingston is his wife, and they started Y Combinator, the two of them. Great resources to go listen to and read. Michael Seibel. There's a bunch of these other people out there. Y Combinator has a great series out on YouTube, How to Start a Startup. I always like Silicon Valley, HBO. Somebody said, well, you can't really learn anything from Silicon Valley on HBO. And I said, what are you talking about? You can learn about, I said, the first 3 seasons, I've been through every plot point in there. They are actually real. It's actually educational. And then, think about some of these investor questions that you're going to want to be able to answer. When do I get my money back? How do I get my money back? Who on your team has sold into this market? In fact, there are 2 great questions that come up in our angel group. And we've got one investor who says, how do I get my money back? When do I get it back? I think that's a great question because investors are looking for money. They're not in this for your growth. They're in this to get money back. I like to ask a different question. Who on your team has sold into this market? I don't really expect to get an answer on that. It's kind of like, well, we're flushing out the team. That's kind of the answer that I would expect to get. What I always hope for is someone to answer with, I don't have anybody on the team right now, but I've talked to somebody and they're going to commit that if we can get this funding, they're on the team. Boy, that would be a great answer to get. Oh my gosh, I would love that answer. I would be like, take my money now. Okay. But you've got to be able to basically answer, these 2/3 questions. Okay. And, I can't really take questions at this point, but, be like Nike, man. Just go out and do it. If you succeed, great. If you fail, there's no penalty for failure here. Okay? So go out and do it. All right. Thank y'all for listening to all my videos here. I hope some of them were actually helpful to you. If you got any questions, put them in the comments and I'll see what I can answer or somebody else can answer. Thanks.